Shalom, Israel, shalom. Excuse me. Just eating on something. This is part 2 of regeneration. You are now what you were then. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call, Halal Yamla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Wa, Rahakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles who speak this truth in sincerity, who rule well. Double honors to the up-and-coming elders, the Akim that have taught me this truth. And double honors to the Akim and Akwath who speak this truth in sincerity. And double honors to the Akim and the Akwath who are listening and learning. Shalom Israel, Kwam Yasharala. Now, I want to go to, we're going to talk about David, a man of renown, beloved, a beloved person of the Most High, and who was a mighty man, a powerful man, in which we all are the house, the tabernacle of David, but which we'll be coming into in these times. And it's going to get the presence and the spirit is going to get stronger and stronger. Let's go to the book of Samuel. First Samuel. And that would be 17, chapter 17 and 34. We'll start at 34. And David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion. Wait a second, let's start up. And Saul said in 33, chapter 17, and we'll start at 33. And Saul said to David, thou art not able to go against the Philistine, to fight with him, for thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth. And David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear and took a lamb out of the flock. And I went out after him and smote him and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard and smote him. I slew him. The servant slew both the lion and the bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them, seeing he hath defied the armies of the living power. David said, moreover, the Lord that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hand of the Philistine. And Saul said unto David, go, and the Lord be with thee. And the Lord be with you. And Saul armed David with his armor, and he put a helmet of brass upon his head. Also he armed him with a coat of mail, and David girded his sword up, his sword upon his armor, and he essayed to go. For he had not proved it. And David said unto Saul, I cannot go with these, for I have not proved them. And David put them off him. And he took his staff in his hand and chose him 5 smooth stones out of the brook and put them in a shepherd's bag, which he had even a scrip, and his sling was in his hand. And he drew near to the Philistine. And the Philistine came on and drew near unto David. And the man that bare the shield went before him. And when the Philistine looked about and saw David, he disdained him, for he was but a youth, and a ruddy and a fair countenance. Nice young looking man, small, young, short man. He was short compared to the Philistine who was a giant. And the Philistine said unto David, am I a dog He felt disrespected. That thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods, by his own gods that he worshipped, the Philistine. And the Philistine said to David, come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowls of the air and to the beasts of the field. Then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield. But I come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts, the Most High of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. This day will the Lord deliver thee into mine hand, and I will smite thee and take thine head from thee. And I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air, and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel. And David was saying that with attitude, with power, with might, confidence. And David put in his hand his bag. Salakia. And it came to pass, when the Philistine arose and came and drew nigh to meet David, that David hastened and ran toward the army to meet the Philistine. He was full throttle, full speed ahead towards the Philistine. And David put his hand in his bag, took thence a stone, and slang it, and smote the Philistine in his forehead, that the stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell upon his face to the earth. So David prevailed over the Philistine with a sling and with a stone, and smote the Philistine, and slew him. But there was no sword in the hand of David. Therefore David ran and stood upon the Philistines, and took his sword, and drew it out of the sheath thereof, and slew him, and cut off his head therewith. And when the Philistines saw their champion was dead, they fled. And the men of Israel and of Judah arose and shouted, and pursued the Philistines until thou come to the valley and to the gates of Ekron. And the wounded of the Philistines fell down by the way to Shaaraim, even unto Gath, and unto Ekron. And the children of Israel returned from chasing after the Philistines, and they spoiled their tents.